Hello my friends, welcome to another Lissa video. Today's video is going to be about some of the top tips and tricks that I have to stick to a healthy lifestyle. So if you're interested in learning what some of those are, stay tuned for this video. Welcome friends to this video. We're going to be talking about how to stick to a healthy lifestyle. There are so many tips and tricks on this, so I just compiled a quick 11 that I'm going to share with you in this video. But before we begin, we have 40% off all of our raw vegan recipe ebooks. So you can get one or all or however many you want for 40% off. The code is NiceCream40 and you can find the link right here or in the description box below. So how to stick to a raw vegan diet? I got this question on one of my question stickers on Instagram. I asked for any struggles that you were having, and this person said they were struggling with sticking to a healthier lifestyle. So I wanted to go over some of the tips and tricks that helped me to stick to a healthier lifestyle. And the first one, which is always the first one in all of the videos, you guys know what I'm gonna say: eat enough. So important to eat enough. Make sure that you're getting enough. And yes, we want to intuitively eat. We want to eat the way our body feels. But when you're coming from a place where you may have been eating a lot of animal products, processed foods, cooked foods, dried foods, and maybe coming from a place of calorie restriction, or maybe you've been eating very low carb, not enough fiber. Coming from that place, it's going to be really hard to intuitively eat the way that you think that you might want to. Maybe if you're coming from calorie restriction, your body isn't used to eating more food, so maybe you have a lower appetite. There's all these things that come into play. So intuitive eating doesn't always work in the beginning. You have to use a tool to learn how much your body needs. And you would be surprised at how much you actually need when you are on a raw vegan diet, because you're eating so much fiber and so much hydration, not a lot of dense foods. So you have to eat more to be able to get enough nutrition, protein, fiber, hydration, all that good stuff. So tracking your calories with Chronometer is a really great first step at learning how much you need, because when you are under eating, it's going to be really hard to stick to a healthy diet because you're constantly going to be craving things. You're not going to be providing your body enough energy and nutrition to deal with any cravings. They're going to be really hard to deal with when you are not eating enough food. So number one, make sure that you eat enough. Number two goes along with number one, but make sure that you eat breakfast. Please make sure you eat breakfast, especially if you're coming from calorie restriction and especially if you deal with cravings. Breakfast is so important, so important. If you're trying to lose weight, breakfast early is awesome. And in Dr. Greger's book, How Not to Diet, he talks about how eating breakfast is so incredibly important for weight loss, weight management. And we don't want to start our day on an empty tank of gas. Like, fill up our gas tank with so much good stuff. So have your breakfast in the morning and make sure that it is a lot of calories. You're really fueling up your gas tank, because that will help you throughout the day to make better choices. You're not starting your day off with like a piece of toast and a coffee. That's hardly anything. How would you expect to run the rest of your day or even until lunch on so few calories? Just not enough to get you through. We can't rely on stimulants to get us through. And when you set yourself up in the morning with very low amount of energy, it's going to be harder and harder throughout the day to say no. That's why dinner is one of the most difficult meals for a lot of people, because they've gone all day eating very little and they're just starving by the end of the day and everything looks good. So it's really hard to stick to a healthy lifestyle if you are not starting your day out right with a good, healthy, high calorie delicious breakfast. Then you might want to look into finding more variety, especially variety of fruits and vegetables. So important to eat a lot of variety. Gorillas, for example, they eat 142 different foods in their diet. So adding variety can really help stick to a healthy lifestyle because you have something to look forward to, you have things to experiment with, get creative in the kitchen, try new recipes, create your own recipes. You can find a lot of variety having fun in the kitchen and experimenting with new things that will keep things fresh and make it a little easier to stick to a healthy lifestyle. And don't forget to be consistent. Another incredibly important tip to sticking to a healthy lifestyle is to be consistent. And I know it's difficult because you're trying to stick to it and trying to be consistent, but if you're not consistent and you're roller coastering back and forth between this and that and cheat meals and all of that, it's a trap. A lot of people will get on a healthy lifestyle. Maybe they'll go 2 or 3 weeks, sometimes 6 or 7 weeks healthy. And then they think, oh, well, I could have this in moderation, or it's so-and-so's birthday or whatever. And it's a trap. It's a trap. We tell ourselves just this once, this little bit won't hurt or whatever. But it kind of opens the floodgates and allows all kinds of other stuff to come into your life. So even though you're able to eat whatever you want, you don't live in the box of restriction, you're allowed to eat everything that you want, but what do you truly want? What do you really want? What is going to get you to your goals? What is going to make you feel your healthiest? What is going to hydrate you the best? What is going to feel the best? What is going to empower you the most? Definitely not the potato chips. The salad or the healthy meal that you want to make is going to be the better option. And we know this, but staying consistent with it will really help long term because you're creating new habits, and these new habits will stick with you long term, making it easier. But in the moment, just remember, what do you truly want, and stay consistent with that. Motivate yourself by being the example. This is another thing that helped me in the beginning to stick to the raw diet, was knowing that I was being an example, even to one person, even an example to myself. Even if there was no one around to watch, at least I was being an example to myself, and I was keeping the promise to myself. This helped me to stick to it because I knew other people were watching. I knew other people were paying attention. Even if they don't look like they're paying attention, they are watching your every move. Subconsciously, maybe they see it and they don't actually give it enough thought, but with time, you are that example of health, example of somebody who takes control of the food and doesn't have food controlling them. Remember that you are an example to your friends, your family, those who might follow you online. You are an example, and you can use that to help you stick to a healthy lifestyle, knowing that when you make that healthy choice, you are being the change that you want to see in the world. And have patience. Give yourself that time and really sit with yourself when you're having a craving, or you feel like you're going to fall off, or you're feeling like you're going to make a different choice other than what you truly want. Take a moment, be patient with yourself. It's really difficult to get out of those old habits that we're so used to following. We eat when we are stressed. We numb ourselves with things when we're tired. We just want to throw something in the oven. This is old belief patterns, and it's going to take time to get out of it. This is about daily self-love and daily respect, giving your body beautiful foods, healing yourself, and healing your relationship with food. So be patient. Whenever you have a craving or you feel like you're gonna maybe makes a different choice, just take a step back and be patient. Really find out what the root of the craving is. If you're having a craving, if it's stress, find a way to meditate and calm down, have a bowl of fruit, and just deal with the stress in other ways that doesn't involve numbing with food. If you're tired, then you're definitely going to want to rest if you're able to. If you're tired and you feel like throwing something just in the oven, then default to something easy like a smoothie or a raw soup or something healthy that you can whip up really quick if you are tired. You're going to feel so much better if you make that choice instead of throwing a pizza in the oven. If you are bored or lonely, that's an easy one. You could chop up some apples, have a smoothie, and then go work on a project. Something that maybe you've been wanting to do, and now that you're bored, you can do that instead of eating and watching Netflix or something and falling off your healthy lifestyle. So there are some things you want to be patient with yourself. You want to look inward and find that root cause, the reason why you're feeling like you can't stick to the lifestyle. And look towards the end result. As I had mentioned earlier, look towards how you're going to feel when you make a positive choice. Feel the empowerment, feel the happiness and the joy and the excitement and the control that you have over your choices. Feel how good it feels to eat a raw salad. Like when you eat a raw salad, imagine how you're feeling after. You're feeling awesome, you're feeling healthy, you're feeling like you're on track, you're feeling all these really good positive things, and you're not feeling the guilt and regret and everything. But thinking of the guilt and regret isn't going to deter us from making a bad choice. We have to focus on the positive benefits of choosing a salad so that we have something better that we get out of the choice than the choice of having a pizza. Because we all know what we get out of having the pizza. And I've gone over this, I call it the reward cycle, where we want all of the rewards from the pizza. And instead of thinking of all the bad stuff that we get if we eat the pizza, instead, let's think of all the good stuff that happens when we choose a raw salad. And it's not just physical, it's emotional, it's empowering, it's self-pride, and you're giving yourself loving foods when you make a better choice. So definitely look at the end result, what's going to happen if you choose a healthy salad. Think of that instead, and think of your long-term goals. Go over your reasons why that you're doing this, and really, again, take that time to just be with yourself and go over these things in your mind. And keep learning. Keep learning all the time. We should never stop learning in any subject, always expanding, always finding new solutions, always learning a little bit more about ourselves as well, and our relationship with food and our relationship with ourselves. So never stop learning. And finally, take it one day at a time. Take it one meal at a time if you have to. Plan your day out the night before. Write down what you want to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Plan it out. Make sure that you're ready to execute on your plan the next day, and just focus on one day. Say, today I choose to eat raw vegan foods. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about next week. Don't worry about being raw for 5 years. Don't worry about a 30-day challenge or anything like that. Just focus on today. And then you'll wake up tomorrow and you'll do the same thing all over again. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click like, subscribe to the channel to get notifications for more. You can find me on Instagram at Raw Food Romance, and on Facebook, Lissa's Raw Food Romance. You can also grab 40% off any of our ebooks. The code is NiceCream40 in the link right here. You can go down into the description box below as well to find link in there. Thank you again for joining me today for this video. I truly hope something resonated with you in it, and I hope that you can stick to your healthy lifestyle. So much love to you, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Much love and fruit on.